Joining you from a region where the threat of ISIS is ever present. Back home, the biggest danger posed by the terror group remains its ability to inspire lone wolves, as we saw this week with the arrests of 3 men accused of wanting to wage jihad and fantasizing about executing President Obama. This morning, senior justice correspondent Pierre brings us an ABC News exclusive with the man charged with doing whatever it takes to protect the first family.
3 Brooklyn men this week accused of supporting ISIS, with one allegedly willing to assassinate the president.
This is real. This is the concern about the lone wolf.
We've always been concerned about the lone wolves, regardless of what organization they may be attached to. But, we have to set up a security perimeter, security plan that addresses all those what-ifs.
The what-ifs have the Secret Service training day and night. Make no mistake, this is deadly serious business. But the Secret Service's ability to protect the president has been called into question after a series of embarrassing and very public failures. Soliciting prostitutes in Cartagena, Colombia. Agents drunk on a presidential detail in Amsterdam. And perhaps most damning of all, this man jumping the fence at the nation's most famous address, making his way deep inside the White House.
I think when you fail, and we have failed, we own it. Now it's up to us to correct it. There's no excuses.
We met exclusively with the man picked by Mr. Obama to fix what's wrong with the Secret Service and repair its image. Joseph Clancy, a retired Secret Service veteran, called back to duty. As for those failures,
there is anger, but then there's a thought of how do you fix this? How did it go wrong and how do we fix it?
The White House fence jumper, that's a preparation issue. That one had to hit you right in the gut.
Yes, absolutely. But that particular day, we had a convergence of failures.
And what about that sordid behavior?
Was it about training? Was it about a cultural issue? What do you think was the root of those issues?
It was a lack of discipline, I think individual lack of discipline, but also we've got to do a better job of mentoring, coaching, teaching, and training our people that this is unacceptable.
And to the critics in Congress who say they wanted an outsider, what say you?
I'm going to earn their trust. And I take things day by day, minute by minute, but we need to earn their trust.
While Clancy admits the failures were devastating, he does not believe they truly reflect the people of his agency.
I would not have come back if I didn't believe in the men and women of the Secret Service. We all want to fix this, and they're working diligently to try to get this thing back on track.
We were there as a new class of Secret Service officers were being sworn in Friday. Clancy was on message.
But now it's for real. Now you've got to be on your game all the time.
But the agency's attempt to improve its image comes at a highly pressurized moment in Washington, with Congress threatening to block funding for the Department of Homeland Security, which includes the Secret Service.
The president, the first family, the White House are going to be secure. We're going to complete our mission.
And all this partisan bickering comes as the Secret Service faces new threats. Recently, a drone penetrated the White House perimeter.
And I personally briefed the president on the events of that day, and he had very specific questions. He was very concerned, as he should be. Technology changes, and we're working with the private industry as well, that those that are producing these drones, and it's a global issue.
As for the fence
should go higher. We're trying to create time and distance so our people can react.
And Clancy said the fence will look different.
We've had our technical people testing, raising the fence, putting additional features on top of the fence. We expect that to be in place in the near future.
And his message to any would-be fence jumpers?
Well, I'd have them look at the film on October 22nd when the canines were released.
This dog at Training Friday seemed to want to send a message too.
Oh, he's in the president! Don't bite my dog! Don't bite my dog! I'll take the dog off!
I wouldn't suggest it.
For This Week, Pierre, ABC News, Washington.